Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. Esteemed brothers and sisters, good morning, and humbly welcome you to this important session of interest, where our topic of discussion is very paramount, which has touches the mind of the entire citizens of whatever country, an issue of digital marketing. As such, we have done justice to the caption by inviting a professional in the field to come and educate us. Before then, it gives me a pleasure to introduce our guest speaker of today. Our guest speaker is by name Musab Jibril. Musab Jibril has a professional profile which goes as driving by the ambition to create content that will shape the prodigy. 3 year plus years experience in graphic design, video production, and corporate management. Here are his educational achievements. Middlesex University, Dubai, International Foundation student, graphic design. He has a working experience as video producer, graphic designer. He's a speaker. He is a director, video editor at Nonstop Studio, Nigeria, from 2021 to 2022. He is a founder of Nonstop Charity, Nigeria 2019 till date. Founded a charity organization at the age of 16. This is very tremendous and things that society needs. Initiated the annual Ramadan program to feed over 10,000 meals displaced people. Allahu Akbar. This is very inspiring, sir. Engaged
Thank you so much.
over 500 offers throughout the region. This is very remarkable. Freelance graphic designer, graphic creation, content creator, with over 500 subscribers on YouTube and still growing. This is very remarkable. 5,000 plus followers on TikTok, 1,000 plus followers on Instagram. He created over 200 plus videos across all platforms. Delegate to Uganda, model OIC Turkey 2022. He delivered a speech on climate change in Uganda. This is very interesting and inspiring as well. Social media manager, video producer. Some of his skills are video editing, design experience with Illustrator, Affinity Designer, and FIGMA Figma, leadership skills, project management, and communication. So it's very inspiring reading your CV actually, and it's very great
Thank you
having
so
you on
much.
board to come and educate
I'm
us.
so honored to be here.
Our topic of discussion today is merits of digital marketing as a source of income, whereby you might be seeing youth with all the necessary assets like phones, laptop, tab, but unwisely cannot use it to acquire a source. As such, we have invited you today to come and educate the world over the merits of digital marketing, where it can serve as a source of income to the people. Sir, it gives me a pleasure to introduce you. You have the stage. You have
Thank you
maximum
so
of
much.
40 minutes, maximum of 40 minutes to present. Then we have 20 minutes for comment and question session. Thank you, sir. You
Okay.
have the floor.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Usman. I'm so honored to be a part of this. And as you said, today our topic is all about how you can improve and also capitalize on the digital age which we are living in right now. So, firstly, I would love to give a little, what should I say, speech about the importance of the digital age and how we can all capitalize on it as youth, especially in Africa and also Nigeria. So it is obvious that this was not possible 10, 20 years from now. 10, 20 years from now, you can only get to work with people that you know or people that are in your community or in your town. But now with the digital age, this is a entirely different era. A person living in Nigeria could be working for someone in, let's say, Russia, and that's how, the whole world is like literally in the palm of our sorry, it's on in the palm of our fingers. So it's about time that we also take advantage of this as Africans, because the whole world is ahead of us at the moment. And I mean, if you've seen one of the speech of the president of Nigeria, His Excellency, he said you can't just go to university and expect a job provided by the government. I mean, it is even impossible. Like, how many students graduate in secondary school and universities annually, and it is impossible for the government to provide them with jobs as government jobs. And also, I mean, it's proven that all this empowerment, entrepreneurship programs also is not really empowering as people would like them to be, because what they usually teach them is, I don't want to say basic, but hand skills, and they teach you how to create, things from art and all. Although, which is a good idea, it can, it is like the first step. You can start to exploring your creativity or your passion or what you like. But however, I mean, you cannot even manage to, or it will be very difficult for you to raise even up to the minimum wage, which is about 30,000 naira, by just doing that. But with the as I said, the new era, digital era, it is a whole new game. And first, then before you even start to think, okay, I need to start making money digitally, the first thing you need to do is you need to acquire a digital skill, which might be you could go into graphic designing or coding or video production, or even you could be a model. Sorry, you could start an online shop, which you could be modeling and advertising on platforms like Instagram, Facebook. I mean, the ideas are endless. You could also be a content creator when you manage to raise, is it, I believe, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and also have about 400 is it 1,000 watch hours. You become eligible for the YouTube payment program, which is monthly, which is basically YouTube employs you. So this is like how important getting a job digitally is, and you could be independent. So these are a few points and advantages of the digital market. Firstly, it is very accessible. As I said, a person in Nigeria could have clients all around the world. You don't have to be in America for you to work for someone in America. There are online platforms, for example, Fiverr, I believe, and also Upwork, that you could they have already created the platform that they can link you to a client. So let's say I need someone to help me make a ad campaign video. I can just post it there, and they can link me up, link us up, and we can work with each other with that platform. Secondly, it is also cost effective. For example, let's say I want to start any business, let's say a local business in my town. First of all, you need to register legally. You need to rent a shop. You need to get employees, and you need to buy equipment and all. And that could be very, very expensive. But let's say you manage to invest in a digital skill. Of course, there are a lot of ways you could learn. You could literally learn from YouTube. So what it can cost you is basically money for the internet, and the internet is very accessible. You could find anything you're looking for. But even if you want to invest in online courses, that is also possible. There are affordable ones, and there are also the ones that are, I believe they are, best value for your money. If you want the premium thing, you can get it. But if you also if you want the free stuff, you can get it. But it might just be a bit difficult for you to find what you're looking for exactly on YouTube. But personally, uh, I am a self-taught graphic designer, although I am in university currently studying graphic design, but I started with basically trial and error, and also YouTube. We call it YouTube University, also with video editing. So basically everything that I was looking for, I usually used to check online. And most of the time, half the time, I usually find what I'm looking for. So speaking of the cost effectiveness, that is when you're learning it. And after you're done, let's say you're done learning your skill, whether it's coding or whatever, you can also use uh, digital platforms to advertise your work. You could share your portfolio, and you could eventually, although it is not as easy as people think, you need to put in the work too, but eventually you will get there. And I mean, nothing good comes easily. So you just have to put in the work and believe in what you're doing. And secondly on my list is it also increases reach. Basically, you can, when you are stable, when you become stable, and when you start to understand how it works, you could basically, just like a business, expand your reach. Okay, you understand this work, this doesn't work. I'm speaking from experience, so you could like start to strategize and start, you know, implementing business models on the internet, which can help you a lot. So these are some points that, and also some advantages of the digital market, than rather than the normal market. And also it is very, very flexible. So you get to, just like being an entrepreneur, you get to choose the hours that you can work. It's not like a 9 to 5 job that, okay, you need to wake up 9 a.m. and close 5 p.m. You get to work either in the night or in the morning, whatever works for you. And you could literally be a student and you're making your side money, or you could even have a job, but you're also working on your own business. And hopefully when your business blows up or grows, you can choose to leave the job that is you're working on with. So these are some advantages of the digital market. So I don't know, Usman, if you have any questions or any inquiries. I would love for this to be a more interactive session.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm sorry, I'm I'm requesting approving the interest of one of our co-founder here. Yeah, sir, your presentation
Okay.
was actually great. But what likely I would like to question you is that this is one of the questions I would like to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it is. You have spoken on some online platforms employing people. Can you please
Yeah.
tell us the requirements needed before being employed? Like the number of
Okay.
years or followers we should have?
Okay. So as I said, for example, if you want to be a content creator on YouTube and you want to start earning from the ad program of YouTube, the requirement is you need to reach 1,000 subscribers first, and also your watch time, which is like the total amount of time that people spent watching your video. It has to reach is 4,000 400 hours. Yeah, 400 hours, I believe. That is the for YouTube, but for platforms like Fiverr and also Upwork, it honestly it is your skill that matters, not like any requirement. Of course, you need to put your name, you need to upload your CV, but the most important thing is the skill. So when people want to see whether okay, this person can get the job done, they can go and check your portfolio and also the services you offer. You know, um, it is more about the experience, not about the qualifications when it comes to the creative market and also the digital market.
Right? This is great. So,
Yeah,
sir, at times you see issue of ambassadorship. You say,
yeah,
like, you can be an ambassador to, let's say, Facebook, or ambassador to certain company or any firm. So,
yeah.
what can you say about that? What it takes a person to be an ambassador, and like, what is their regularity or the mode of payment in that regard?
Okay. Yeah, ambassadorship or also sponsorship, it's a very good business model, but I believe especially here in Africa, because even in US, there are no like strong regulations, and it is a new business model as a whole. So there's no really regulation or like metrics regarding the payment or anything. So what usually happens is like huge companies try to milk out from the ambassadors or the content creators. Like for example, let's say they pay me to make a post, and that post is making them millions of sales, but they pay me, let's say, just about 1% of it. But without me, you wouldn't have been making that money in the first place. So all I have to say about that is you should be more careful, and you should also understand the value, the amount of value you're bringing to a certain company. And also a lot of times companies try to just uh we call you our ambassador, but there's no payment because we're still starting out and all. What that means is basically they really, really don't value what you're doing to them, or I would say they don't appreciate what you're doing to them, what you're contributing to the country. I'm sorry, to the company. Because let's say you would love to you go to the market, you can't just grab an item and say, oh, I really, really need this, but I can't pay for it. So it's just like a service you're offering. Or you can't just go to a doctor and you're sick, but you don't have the money. The doctor won't operate on you. So it is also a service you are providing to them. A lot of the times they make it look as if that okay, we'll pay we would our form of payment would be exposure, or we'll post you and it, it will help you in your CV or your resume, or some stuff like that. You should be very careful, and you should understand the type of value you're bringing to a company. And of course, a company would only see your value when you are actually providing that value. And usually, how they measure that is by the your engagement online and also the number of followers. So try and build yourself before going to any company looking for ambassadorship or sponsorship.
So this means number of followers is a factor.
Yeah, it is. Number of followers is a factor when you want to be a content creator.
But sir, in these days there are some cheats where you are going to subscribe or have number of followers. As they do. Like, if I wish, I may start to register an account. Just within a day, I may try to have 1,000 followers. I just pay for it. But
Yeah.
is that also considered, or they don't care about the kind of followers you have? Is it legitimate or a subscribed one?
Okay, so there are organic followers, which is followers that you manage to build by yourself, and there are also fake followers, the one that you're mentioning. And you could easily tell the difference between a fake follower and an organic follower and followers. Because if it's today
Yeah.
I open a new account and I buy 10,000 followers and I post, of course, you might see only 2, 3 people liking. But if it was organic, at least 20% of your followers would like that post. So let's say I have 10,000 followers, at least you would have 2,000,
200.
sorry, 2,000, uh, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
2,000.
200 is a bit
10,000.
low. 2,000, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, at least
2,000.
2,000 would engage with it. Yeah, they would view it or comment or like the video. So that also translates. And there's also in almost all the platforms, virtually all, there are like ana analysis that you can go and check. Usually what companies do is you provide them with the data, how your engagement, the views, and how consistent you get the views and all. So all those are also factors. So
Okay, sir.
regarding the fake followers, even if you buy it, you're just wasting your money because no one would no one would come to you.
Yeah. So I would like to drag you back a little. So I think he has some issue with network because I've been observing some CGI in his presentation. Sir, you are welcome to the studio. Sir, Kasim Abakar Gamawa, you are welcome to the studio. All right, sir.
Sorry.
You are welcome back. Hope you can hear me, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Thank you. Yes, sir. I said, let me drag us back a little. Like
Uh-huh.
coming to the assets, like to start earning in digital market. So in this digital
Okay.
market, a kind of a component, like we have a market that is specific for certain business and a market that is specific for a certain business. And still, this reminds me of some kind of, can we call them Yahoo boss or something like that? They will be calling you that you
Yeah.
should maybe invest 1,000 and get 100,000 in just 30 minutes. So don't you think this
Yeah.
can be a hindrance or a proud to people who want to invest in this system? How can you easily identify these people are genuine or they are fake?
Okay. What my father usually tells me is, when you find a way, when you find a strategy to make money, you wouldn't want, like, as a human being, you wouldn't want anyone to like know your source or know the strategy you use. Why is it that till date the recipe for Coca-Cola is still a secret? Because if it is an open source, everyone can capitalize on it. So they won't the entire business model would fail. So when you see like sketchy advertisements on investment schemes like this, I mean, it's obvious when they say you put in 100,000 and you get 1 million in 3 days. It doesn't make any sense. So you just need to be extra careful. And I mean, there are some investments that are genuine, and you can do your research about them and before you invest your money. I am not an investor online, but I believe these are the basic things that you should know at least before investing.
Okay. So again, do you think this digital
I think we
marketing
lost
can replace?
Mr. Usman.
Hello? Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Am I audible, sir? I think he has some CGI in his network too. So We are discussing on the caption merits of digital marketing as a source of income, where we are seeing the advantages of it and what one requires to start the system. So he's back. All right. You're welcome, sir.
Technical difficult.
Yeah, I'm saying, considering how the world is going now, the world is becoming like a digital world nowadays. We are approaching a digital world.
Yeah.
Do you think in the near future this digital marketing is going to replace the physical marketing we have nowadays?
Uh, the world is a crazy place and it keeps changing. It's very progressive. But my prediction is, they are going to coexist together because for some creative tasks and some creative jobs, we need to meet up physically to plan or like to do some stuff. But at the same time, for example, how we're holding this meeting right now. If it was 20 years from now, the only way we could broadcast this was if I was in the studio with you, but we're using a virtual studio to connect. And I mean, I am currently in Dubai and you're currently in Nigeria, but we get to do this. So I believe they're gonna just coexist together, and it's not a matter of replacing. It's a matter of what works and what is more convenient.
So this is great. And another perception is that, sir, you see,
Yeah.
most people who are rich in today's world are those who understand time and season. Because nowadays,
Yeah.
you see, like coming to Bill Gates and Dangote, you see Dangote fathers Bill Gates, but today you see Bill Gates is far away from Dangote in terms of income.
Yeah.
This is to tell people how beneficial it is to invest into this digital marketing. So
Yeah.
I think like with time still, for a person to be counted among the rich people in this world, that person has to at least invest in digital marketing. To do that, sir, what advice do you have for our youth?
Okay. My advice would be it is not a matter of being rich. That shouldn't be why you want to invest in digital marketing or the digital space. Your intention should be giving value. So let's say you want to invest in something that is not giving anyone a form of value. That thing is not gonna go anywhere. Dangote is the one of the world's richest man because of his his huge business empire, of course, and he in literally every household in Nigeria there's Dangote products. Same as Amazon. Amazon provides internet solutions to many companies. They have their e-commerce platform. So basically, it's all about value. You just need to be creative and find a specific way to give value to people online. And you don't have to start a new company or like start a new thing. You could notice something, it's called innovation. You could find what is not working properly and you could give your own twist to it, and you could put it out there, and it's gonna provide a lot of value and hence provide you a lot of money if you manage to monetize it. So I just would urge everyone to your first mission, your first goal should be providing value to people, not being rich.
Thank you, sir. So with me is Kasim Abakar Gamawa, the Vice President of the foundation. I don't know if he has some question to ask. Sir, if you have, you are welcome to the studio.
I think we lost him.
Yeah, maybe he lost his network. So,
Yeah.
but still, our viewers, we are discussing on the topic merits of digital market as a source of income. Because you see, most likely, sir, you find a person like me who is a student may take advantage of this digital market to earn income. And sir, would like to know some certain platform that do offer this kind of job or market affiliated institute.
Okay. Some examples are uh, you could I would advise everyone to have a LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn is basically like the Instagram but for the professional and the corporate world. So you can get to be posting like your work and your qualifications and interacting with people. It is very important. Just like how you have Instagram or is it Snapchat to communicate with friends and or you should have your LinkedIn and you should try and be posting. That would open you to huge opportunity. That's number one. I feel LinkedIn should be a standard for everyone. But for creators, if you offer digital services, for example, coding or video production or even photography and Upwork is a good platform. Fiverr is also a good platform. Then, if you want to be a content creator, obviously, you should be in platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and also YouTube, even Facebook. These are huge markets for you to launch your career.
Thank you, sir. Nowadays, sir, you see most writers do have an account in this Amazon Kit,
Yeah.
right? Where you post your maybe article, short essays, novel, novella, and it takes you maybe few days, and you are going to have your return. That means your source. So, sir, what light can you shed, and how words would you going to give as an encouragement to use, or most people watching us live to like be part of this uh, benefit on
Uh,
particularly
this is actually the
or
first time
generally,
I'm hearing about the.
what can you say about this Amazon kit generally?
This is actually the first time I'm hearing about it because I'm not really a writer or I'm not really into the writing industry. But since Amazon is doing something about it, I believe you investing your time and also your resources there, I'm sure a lot of opportunities are going to be installed for you there. Just like Amazon, I do know about this platform. It's called Wattpad. You can get to publish books there. uh, y- I know a lot of writers there, and a lot of people are engaging with the content, and a lot of people are reading. And that's just like one step for you to become a world-class writer. And the beautiful thing about all these platforms is most of them are free. So it's just about you putting in the work and you understanding how the platform works so that you use it to your advantage.
Closer. Again, I would like to drag us back a little, and for the purpose of time, sir, what what are the, for instance, the requirements? What are the assets? What are the materials required or needed by a person to invest in digital marketing? Does that person requires money to start, or is just the space that has to register with?
Okay, okay. First of all, I would like to assume that if someone is watching this right now, they probably have a device that's connected to the internet, and whether it's a phone or whether it's a laptop or whatever it is, first of all, you just need an access to the internet. If you have access to the internet, that is your key. Of course, along the way, these are just tools. Along the way, you can always invest in better tools, faster tools that will help you get the job done. Yeah. But also there are a lot of platforms that are free that you can access free information also implemented. So and also equally there are the ones that you need to pay. So the issue here is not about okay, you don't have the resources or you don't have this and that, because all the information you need is out there. You just have to implement it and you just have to put in the work. So the focus should be more about you investing your time. I would say the resources, the resource that is more important and should be the issue is your time and the effort you're putting. So if you put in, let's say, 6 to 12 hours every week learning a new skill, it will go a long way. Because personally, from experience, I started as a hobby. I first started with video editing and all. So, and I was using my old phone, and I started with KineMaster, and there were a lot of tutorials online. So that thing was just a hobby for me. I enjoyed doing it, but eventually it led up for me to me to get a lot of jobs and I got to learn more. And till date, like most of the internships I get or the jobs that I get is because of the skills I learned as a kid, as a hobby, because I enjoyed doing that. So the important thing is learning and the efforts to learn, and also have at least standard for yourself. Um, Make sure you always deliver something that is good and something that would provide a value to people. For example, I have this skill, but someone does not have that skill, and instead of them to spend their time making or learning, they just pay you to get the job done for them. So that's basically what it's all about at the end of the day, providing value to someone that doesn't have that specific skill or specific product to get the job done. And the advice I would give you at the end of the working is there is literally a lot of jobs. We have artists, voiceover artists. You just do voiceovers and all. Voice actors, they call them voice actors. They there's a lot of things that I can't even think about. There are a lot of jobs, and the internet age that we're living in is grows so powerful. Like for example, now what is new is um the artificial intelligence AI. I'm sure a lot of people know about Chat GPT, which is AI learning language model. So basically, the point is that a lot of the time, technology grows very fast. So there are a lot of job opportunities and new opportunities keep coming. So you just need to find something that you are passionate about and learn the specific skill, because it is going to go a long way for you, and you would really appreciate it in the future. That's why I urge every not only the youth, everyone to adapt and take advantage of the internet, especially Africans, especially in
Thank you, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Osman.
Actually, especially here in Africa,
Yeah.
we are not much, let's say, can I say, conversant. We are not that much equipped and like, come on, with this issue of technology, like unlike where you are in Dubai or places where you dwell most, you find out that the people there are very competent, are aware of this technology, and they have such mutual understanding of what it is, unlike here in Africa. So don't you think that is
Yeah.
a great challenge? Is this not a great challenge as a way forward to invest into this system, digital marketing? Because a person like me, I know about it. It's easier for me to do things online or involved in digital marketing. But do you think people, my parents or my grandparents, or even though people of my ages that are not even like into the institution I have been, might find it difficult to agree with even me or to market me online or to market me digitally? So don't you think this is a kind of drag back or backward in the system?
Yes, as you said, it is a challenge, but I believe it is not dragging us backwards. It is, I see it more of an opportunity as than a disadvantage, because it is still new in Africa. It is still new in Nigeria, and still, yeah, people are doing amazing things there. Like, the market is not oversaturated, so there are a lot of opportunities, but of course, there are a lot of work that is supposed to be done for us to get to the level of, for example, where the United Arab Emirates is, or US, or the UK. But it is more of an opportunity because, for example, um, if an investor was gonna invest, and if they see there are a lot of infrastructural opportunities in the tech world in Africa, especially Nigeria, with the amount of population we have, and there's no competition there, of course they would want to go and dominate that market than coming to somewhere where uh, the competition is very tight and very difficult. So I would just urge us as individuals and also as the youth to embrace this. And the truth of the matter is, you think someone knows what they're doing. The thing is, nobody ever know what they're doing. It's just usually trial and error. So um, feeling afraid of using technology or learning technology is a normal thing. It's just you just have to go out of your bubble and start to learn new stuff. When you're trying the same thing over and over again, there will never be changes or improvement. But the moment you try to start trying new things, that's when you find, okay, this work, this doesn't work, and all. And also, one thing is, I noticed the people that are trying to go into the digital world in Nigeria are trying to do the things that the the West is doing. But I feel that's just a waste of time and waste of resources, because it is a different market for them and different market for us, just like how culturally everything is different. So we just need to use the internet as a tool and also tailor it to the exact needs of Africans. For example, electricity is still an issue here, but electricity is not an issue there. So they are different solutions for different regions, but technology can just serve as that tool to solve problems. Mr. Osman, are you with me?
Like your network has some issues, huh?
Oh, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, it's fine now. It's fine now. So now, so let us take religion as a factor again.
Okay.
You find out with all this awareness, knowledge we have about digital market, still
Yeah.
some people consider religion as a hindrance. Like, I think there was a platform, something bet something, it just like betting or something related to, let's say, like a gambling,
Yeah.
because you have to put money. When the game goes against you, you earn money, and when the game goes against you, you lose money. So what can you say about this religion as a hindrance or as a factor that can serve or hinder other people from investing into this? So it is factual what we have seen as a, maybe it's a betting, like something sport bet. like maybe when there is a football competition, Real Madrid versus Manchester, maybe they say if you are for Manchester, you invest a certain amount. When Manchester wins the game, you earn your money. When it doesn't, you lose your money. So what can you say about this, sir?
Well, betting has been around since when the world started spinning. It is not a new thing, and it is just that people are taking advantage of the digital world to expand their reach. Speaking of what we have been discussing all the time. So just because some people are using technology to bet and expand their reach doesn't mean the whole thing about the digital space it's a taboo. No, just like how Usman mentioned that there are a lot of people doing bets online and all. There are a lot of platforms at the same time using the digital space to teach people. For example, there are a lot of platforms that people go and learn religious things. And also there are a lot of platforms that even like I think there was a new application that, if you're struggling to get married, the app could like link you up. It's just like Tinder, but I would say Tinder in halal way because it was all according to the how I think you're meant to find a spouse when you're ready to settle down in Islam. And also there are a lot of sites too that you could find a lot of platforms and sites that you could find places to invest that are interest free, that are halal to invest. So the point is the digital market is just a space. So you could use it for whatever you want. You could use it to do negative things, and you could also use it to do positive things. But the whole stigma about, oh, it's a bad place, there are people betting, there are people doing this and that, that is because that is what they chose to do with the power that they have. It's just like the same with great responsibility. With great power comes great, what am I saying? With great power comes great responsibility. I believe that's that's the saying. And Usman is no longer with us again. I believe it's
Yes,
okay. You're
sir,
back.
I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I can hear all you're saying.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah,
disappeared.
I just put you in. I magnify your
Oh, okay,
portraits
okay.
for people to see you clearly.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
is it time for the
So
Q&A?
I think we have less than 15 minutes to round the session. I would like you to give
Yeah.
us a recap of all this, sir. Like what you have said, the merits of this platform.
Okay.
That's the digital marketing, its merit and go. And but,
Okay.
sir, before you go forward, I don't know if the Vice President has something to ask or comment to add. Kasim Abakar Gamawa. In case you have question to ask the presenter, the floor is yours, sir. Mr. Kasim. All right. Probably he cannot reach us. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
So basically today, sir,
Yeah.
as we are discussing on the merits of digital market as a source of income, which
Yeah.
is actually a great thing because it could serve as a mean where you earn your source. If you are a student at school, you don't have to bother your parents to send you money
Yeah.
regularly. You phone them, you ask them to send you money regularly. So
Yeah.
basically, we have spoken on what it takes for one to start investing into the market. Like all you
Yeah.
require is to have your own system open or whatever it takes. Secondly, you need to have access to the network.
Yeah.
And you have given us, you have cited some examples of platforms that pay people. You say even a person can take advantage of TikTok to serve as an ambassador, or
Yeah.
Facebook, provided you have certain number of followers.
Yeah.
And for YouTube, like you say, you need to have 1,000 subscribers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you have need to have 1,000 subscribers to qualify you to be an ambassador. But sir, my question is that, do you need to offer your request, or you need to send an application, or it is automatic? Provided you have 1,000 followers, you are going to be employed by YouTube or TikTok, or you have to send for application.
Yes, there's an application process. So when you've done that, you need to apply. Then YouTube would manually check your channel, and they can see whether you are eligible. And the reason why they do that is they check whether, of course, you bought fake subscribers, or you've done something that is not in line with their policies. That's for YouTube. And I believe in TikTok, the Creator Funds program is not yet in Africa, but in other parts of the world, when you reach I don't really know the number that you have to reach the certain number of followers and viewers, but it is not accessible to the African nations at the moment. But yet still, with the influence you have when you have followers, you can use that and monetize it in many ways. And one of the example we brought up was the ambassadorship or the sponsorship programs that companies might approach you to do. But that's for like most when it comes to content creation. But as I mentioned, when it comes to most skills, digital skills, I would say the requirement would be, you being good at what you do. If not, no one will come to you looking for your service.
Right. Coming to instances like YouTube, where you are going to upload your video, and maybe in the future time a person may have an affinity to your video, which is typically your field,
Mm-hmm.
video stop. So
Yeah,
maybe this our video, it is cast live,
yeah,
and it is there on our Facebook, YouTube channel.
yeah,
Later on, a person may want to have a glance at this your presentation, may intend to go
yeah.
and download the video. So
Okay.
in this kind of issues, like downloading video from YouTube directly to your own phone, I'm certain a person is charged. Maybe your data is consumed. So how is that a mean of getting income? Like for instance, I post my video on YouTube and somebody download the video. Am I going to be paid?
There's a huge misconception that people think that's how you get paid. That's not how the internet works. Whenever you download something from the internet, whether from using the uh YouTube app or any external app, it doesn't really you don't really get paid because of that. That thing, I hear that a lot in Nigeria. That thing doesn't happen. That's not how they make money in the internet. The only people making money in the internet that way is your internet provider, which might be MTN or Airtel. That's not how it works. So the MB and the GB you want to access the internet is just between you and your service provider, your internet provider.
So this means people, they are saying maybe when you upload your video on YouTube, you are going to be fed. So it's not true.
No, it's not. It's not. They're not gonna use your data to pay you, no, or use other people's data to pay you, no.
But sir, with even 1,000, like I had a saying, before you being paid by YouTube, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers, as you have said earlier. So sir, what
Yeah.
mean they do follow to pay a person? It's not that true downloading a person made through your video that they are going to pay you?
No. No. The reason why they have that requirement is what they do when you're eligible, they play ads. I'm sure when you're playing a video on YouTube, you come across those ads that some are skippable, some are not skippable, or some are below the video. So, it's just like a way of advertising other companies. So when YouTube knows you pull in a lot of eyeballs at the end of the day, so they pay you to continue creating whatever content you're creating. But um because people are watching your video, that means when YouTube places a certain ad on your video that people would watch, it would help the other brands. So basically it's like a commission that YouTube is paying you, because the other ads you see on YouTube are YouTube's clients basically. So that's how the 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 whole model is.
All right, it's clear now actually,
Yeah,
because at
it's just
Benicia we
that,
have
like,
some perception like it's between YouTube and the person after getting some certain requirement that are going to pay you. That's not the case. Now it's understood, sir. Thank you for this
yeah,
elaboration. And
welcome.
coming time is against us. We have only 4 minutes to recap.
Okay,
I would like you to give
okay,
us a remark on, or recap and remark equally on your presentation, sir.
okay. Okay. My remark would be, I really, really urge everyone to at least start learning skill, an internet skill that would give you the independence in the future. Today you might see that you're putting all this work and there's no value, you're not getting any value or whatsoever, but it's a huge investment that you're making for yourself in the future, because I can relate to that. I am a product of that. um and the thing is, the truth of the matter is, technology is here to stay. It is not the future, it is now. And I would say we are even at the second stage being like artificial intelligence, which a lot of people are getting scared on. But I feel it's not something to be scared about. It is just the next step, and how we could use it as a tool to make our lives and also our work easier. So with that, I would just advise you to learn a certain skill, and also take it very, very seriously, because it's gonna come handy in the future.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time that you have
Welcome,
come and share with us, educated the
welcome,
entire
Mr.
world and the
Usman.
people. And this is great because it takes integrity for a person with a certain profession to come and educate the people how he earns his own source. Because as you have said
Um,
earlier, most people don't like to explore or don't like to
yeah,
explain to people how they do earn their own source. It takes really integrity for a person to come, and this is something to be applauded for. We're grateful for
um,
that. And
um,
for the people, my colleagues, friends, those watching, and those that are going to build this in the future, it's quite impressive to invest into a digital world. Because as our presenter here, Musab said, technology has come to stay. We must to make it our friend. Technology should be our friend. It's not something to be afraid of. Nothing harms in it. Only that a person needs to be extra careful with those prouds or Yahoo boys, because a person could be easily at the verge of being deceived by them. So we are much grateful for your time, and I
um,
pray Allah to Subhanahu wa Taala to guide you and protect you. May all your
thank you
dreams
so much,
realize.
Mr.
May you
Usman.
be one of the best video creators we would have ever in the world. I pray your all dreams
Thank
come
you so much.
true and realized. Thank you, everyone.
Same to you.
Thank you for watching us. This marks the end of our today's webinar presentation on the caption, Merit of Digital World, a Digital Market as a Source of Income. And on behalf of my very own self, Usman Aliu Zoho, and Musab Jibril, our presenter of today, we thank you for this session. And we request next time we invite you to this studio, you will find it pleasure to come and educate our people, sir.
Anytime. I'm glad to do this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
We are much grateful. And this marks the end of our presentation, inshallah. Thank you, everyone. We say hi and we love you. Thank you.